You got a Rancor.
We've got a
And
Rancor
Jabba.
and Jabba the Hutt and Salacious.
I know a lot of collectors that would love to get their hands on these.
Yeah.
Today I'm at the newest Bricks Minifigs to open up in the Bay Area. They're currently in a soft opening phase, and I thought this was a perfect time to check them out. Let's go inside. All right, I'm here with Mike, the owner of this store. Mike, tell me about the newest band to open up in the Bay Area.
Yeah, so Bricks Minifigs in San Ramon is currently soft open. Our grand opening is April 22nd. It's been a little bit over a year in the making. We wanted to create a destination for the community to come in and just hang out and find something to do where they can be creative and hang out with like-minded people.
One of the things I love about LEGO is the community aspect of that and really getting people involved.
Yeah.
I assume that's a big part of your vision too.
Yeah.
What are things that you have in mind to make that a reality?
Right, yeah, and that was really one of the drivers for why we wanted to create a physical store versus just selling Lego online, right? There's a lot of places you can buy Lego these days. You can go on eBay, you can go on various sites where people are selling, but for us it's really about the community and engaging with the folks that we live around and nearby. This mural here was hand painted by a local artist. Currently it's got our logo, and but the hope is that grows over time, and her name is Kristen, and she did a fantastic job. We've got her coming back and doing some more work in the coming weeks. And then if we look over here on this wall, this is a wall of base plates that are in the color of our store, that blue. But you can see that there's some pixel art right there on there, and those were been created by my daughter. And so she created these in the recent weeks, and the hope is that the community come in and build on this wall and just play on it, and maybe they can build something from our bulk tables. If they want to bring something in and just put it on the wall and show it off, we're going to welcome that aspect of just sharing in the community.
I know you mentioned your daughter made some of these.
Yeah.
Have you made any? Are you going to add to this wall?
Not yet. I haven't had time, just with all the stuff we're trying to do to get the store ready.
Okay.
But absolutely, I love playing with Lego, and my hope is that I'll be able to contribute some stuff to the wall as well.
Love that. Can we take a look around?
Yeah, absolutely. So this is kind of our inbox section, and what we have are both new and certified sets, and retired sets. So one of the unique things about a Bricks Minifigs is that we go through the process of certifying pre-owned sets. So for example, this is a Minion set that you can no longer buy on at Lego or any of the big box retailers. But what we've done is actually done a piece count and made sure every single piece, along with the instruction booklet, is there, and we repackage it, and somebody can now enjoy that set as if they were to buy it brand new from Lego.
And that includes the minifigures that everyone loves.
Yes, absolutely.
Love that. So this is all stuff that's currently available, but
it's mixed in, so we have it by theme, and what you'll see is this, for example, the Disney Up House just released a couple days ago. We have that.
it's hard to find.
It is hard to find. And then, we've got things kind of in themes where you've got Minecraft, Disney, Star Wars, superheroes, and we've got both new as well as sets that have been retired by Lego, where, again, you would not find at a Target or a Walmart, but we will have that here.
Do you have a favorite theme?
My favorite theme is still probably classic space Lego. That's what I grew up with, and when the Galaxy Explorer came out, I got so excited. I bought that, I think, from Lego on day one. It was available. Unfortunately, it's still sitting in a box, and my plan is to build it one of these days. But that's I grew up with a small bucket of space Lego, and it's all I played with as a kid.
Have you added the new CMF Spaceman with the baby to your collection?
I do have the Spaceman and Baby in my collection.
That's a good one.
That's my favorite right now, but I'm also partial to the Space series. So.
And then I'm seeing a lot of loose Lego out here.
Yes.
Is the idea to have people come play, or what is the concept for the?
Yeah, so our bulk brick tables are loose Lego bricks that people can come in and sift through, and we more than welcome the community to come in and just hang out and build stuff. And sometimes you'll see partially built things, and sometimes it's because they're sitting here and maybe building something and then leaving it behind. Sometimes it's through what people are trading into our store or selling back to our store that we put out on the table. This is a great way to enhance your collection of Lego pieces, especially if you like creating your own creations, right? And there's like a partially built, I think, Amelia Earhart plane maybe. You can pick up a small tub or a bag of Lego to kind of do what you want. We had a recent event with our Lego user group where somebody came in and spent about 2 hours here looking through the table, finding pieces so that they can build their own custom Eye of Sauron tower that's going to be about 9 feet tall. And you know, this is a great opportunity for people to find those unique pieces that they're kind of looking for to build their creation.
I feel like a kid in a candy store, and I imagine this would be a fantastic after-school activity to come by and stop by and play for a little while.
Absolutely, and that's kind of why it's right in the center of the store. You know, we've got stools here, they can pull up a chair. We had a mother and son come in this week, and they were building a bathroom because they're creating their own Golden Girls house. And they were looking for pieces to complete their bathroom section of their creation.
I went to the library a lot when I was in school, but this seems like a much more fun idea.
Well, I
than
think,
homework.
yeah. I think hopefully they'll get their homework done, and this can be their reward to come and hang out.
So, I see some Turtle sets, I see some Lord of the Rings sets, both old school, retired. Tell me about your trade-in program and how that works.
Yeah, so the store is a buy, sell, trade store. We offer store credit or cash for pre-owned Lego. People can bring it in tubs. They can bring pre-built sets. They can bring in sealed sets that they never open, and we make these available. And so again, like one of the things we try to do is have stuff that people might not have ever had a chance to build or discover because they missed out on it, because Lego is constantly cycling through different themes and sets. And so we've got retired, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle sets, we've got retired Indiana Jones sets. I know they just released some new ones, but these are the older ones that you can't get anymore.
Right.
We've got things like Chima, which they don't make anymore, that we make available. And obviously Star Wars is ever popular. We've got things all the way from the early 2000s to some of the newer things that people have traded in.
Tell me about a set that you were shocked to receive.
Yeah, so we did a buyback day a few weeks ago, and a individual brought in a bunch of sets, and one of them was this one. And so this is, I think, from 2005 or 6, but it's the Trade Federation transport for the droid army, and it's completely sealed and never been opened. That's episode 1. Episode 1, yes, and it's just a really beautiful set. It's got all these droids that come out, and I think some Star Wars collectors are going to really enjoy this, and we get, it's always fun to see these kind of sets come in. Another one down here is the Imperial ship. So this one came in partially built, and so we spent some time kind of rebuilding it, and it's a really cool set that, again, you can't get anymore. You can find it on eBay, but to see it in person is a lot of fun.
And do you accept stuff even if it's not in box?
Yes, absolutely. So people can bring in totes of Lego. We'll buy that or give you store credit for that. You can have pre-built sets like these. A lot of these were previously built. Some of them actually came from our own collection as we were building up the store, like the Sonic set my son built, but he's kind of moved on from that and only wants to collect Harry Potter now. And so he was okay trading it into the store, and he'll be able to get something else as a result of that.
Tell me about this case.
So this case here, kind of a mix of our Mario collection. We've got everything from the Mario series figures to figures that you can find in the cases, as well as like loose Mario pieces, like components that you can add to your build. And then above that, we've got what we call our $2, $5, $7, $10 case. One of the things we want is to have something that is available for everybody. Everyone has a budget when they come in. Lego is not a cheap hobby.
100%.
And so we want to make available something that people can take home. And so here, if somebody just wants a car or a little fighter jet, like these are available for them to pick up. And oftentimes, kids with an allowance will come in and just want to pick something out. And this is available. Similarly, we have this minifigure table behind you where for $5 you can build your own custom minifigure. With a small allowance, I may not be able to afford a Star Wars figure, but I can still walk out with something pretty cool and customize using my own imagination.
I remember growing up, whenever I would go to the store with my dad or my mom, I would want one of those 99-cent Hot Wheel cars.
Yes.
You know, because it's like, oh, it's not much, but
Right.
it's something to play with, right?
Right.
So I understand the mentality. That
Yes.
makes complete sense.
Yeah, yeah, and even little things like these little micro fighters, like, you know, this is like a mini Hogwarts train. It's really cool just to have, you know, somebody could grab this and put it on their desk, or you know, I can pick up a few of these for a few dollars and just play with them. And you know, as a kid, like I would have loved just like taking these and, you know, running around or taking them to a restaurant with me, just having something to play with and fidget with.
I think people sometimes forget that Lego is for everyone. It's really for all ages.
Yes.
You know,
Yeah.
this is a great idea. I love that. So I'm noticing you have a ton of Star Wars figures. I assume this is your biggest collection.
Our Star Wars collection definitely is our largest. We've got kind of a case and a half of Star Wars figures. We've got all the, you know, Rebels and Empire, and even the clone soldiers.
You've got a Rancor.
We've got a
And
Rancor
Jabba.
and Jabba the Hutt and Salacious, his little pet.
Oh,
pet.
man.
Yeah, and that's, I think, Raton, his kid from Clone Wars. We've got Jedi of all kinds. We've got the
Perfect for clone army building too.
yes, for, you know, army builders, and you know, we've got a little bit of from everything from series episode 1 up through 9, and including all the animated series.
And then you've got a rare case back here too.
Yes, there's a rare case of really hard to find figures. Everything from Queen Amidala to Phase 1 and 2 Rex, and a original Jango Fett back there.
You've got Deadpool. You've got Rex.
Yeah, and we've got a few Avengers and like some of the more rare Avenger characters as well. And so some of the as those come in, they will probably go in that case just as a way to highlight some of the really cool stuff we get from the community.
One of the things that caught my eye instantly in this store was this foil wall.
Yeah.
You don't normally see these in the States.
Right.
Tell me more about that.
Yeah, so these are what are commonly called foil packs. They come in these magazines that are sold in the UK and throughout Europe. And they're, as you said, not available in the US, but we are able to get some of these foil packs here. And so they're different, you know, some of them are these little micro builds of like different, you know, like Star Wars planes or fighter jets. So this is the Razor Crest from the Mandalorian. We have things like, you know, figures, sometimes C-3PO, Rebel fighter jet pilot. And I think, Zane, you were looking at one earlier. That's the 212 Clone Trooper. This just came in
Hot
recently.
item right now.
Hot item right now.
I know a lot of collectors that would love to get their hands on these.
Yeah.
Tell me about these display cases.
Yeah, so this is ultimately going to be used for a community showcase. And we're going to be inviting people that stop by in the store to bring in their own creations. And if they've got something they're proud of or want to show off to community, they can put it in these cases. From time to time, we'll be running contests. And so, for example, during Halloween, we'll do something where with 200 pieces, show off your coolest spooky build. And there would potentially be prizes associated with that for ones that kind of get displayed here.
And then your grand opening is on the 22nd of April.
Yes.
Any plans for that?
Yeah, so April 22nd is our grand opening. We have Lego Masters Zach and Wayne coming in. They were finalists from the season two, and we're also doing raffles throughout the day, with the grand prize being the Rivendell set that was just launched.
That's excellent. I can't wait to come back. Mike, thank you for coming on today. I've had a great time.
Great, thank you.
So I'm back home, and since no trip would be complete without a haul, let me show you what I got. If you looked at the bag and you guessed minifigures, you are correct. I will go back for the grand opening and we'll see what I get then, but for today there was a few that really stood out to me and I had to have these figures. So to start, we've got Quinlan Boss. I'm pretty sure this is the version from the Republic frigate and not the Clone Commander tank, but he does have printed legs, which I think were mixed and matched on there. If you know where these legs are from, let me know in the comments. I like how the design looks though, so I'm happy with it. Next, we've got Plo Koon, one of my absolute favorite Jedi. I'm still devastated by his death in episode 3. I loved him in the Clone Wars, and I'm really hopeful that he will be in the Acolyte show, because at least based on Legends, the age of his race fits in. So we'll see. Fingers crossed. And then I grabbed Jabba the Hutt. And if you get that joke, it means you've watched Rebels.
And what would your name be, young man?
Jabba the Hutt.
And if not, you gotta watch it before Ahsoka comes out. I do think it'll enhance your experience of that show. Not required watching, but it will help. And then finally, from the foil wall, I couldn't believe they had this, but I finally got Kanan. I missed out on all the Rebel stuff during my Dark Ages, so this was a real treat to see. And yeah, I'm excited I can pair him up with Hera, and obviously because Kanan was there, I had to pick up Ezra too, so it all worked out. And that's it. That's my haul. And if you made it this far, you are an absolute champion. If there's a set or a minifigure that caught your eye, leave me a comment and let me know what it was. If you're in the Bay Area, be sure to stop by for the grand opening on April 22nd. I hope you enjoyed the video, and if you're new to the channel, be on the lookout for my upcoming video where I transform my office into a space that will allow me to build my very first Lego city. It should be out in the next week or so. Thanks for stopping by, and I hope to see you soon.